It's been a long week. It's leg day. I still have sunscreen on my face. I have the pimple bigger on my nose that's bigger than my ego. And Poultrygeist.
Yeah, I really didn't want to train today. I was not in a good mood at all. And it sucks because I really do like leg day a lot, but I was just so burned out from work this week. And it's been so weirdly hot, even though it started to cool down recently. So I've just been overly exhausted during this leg workout, and I still had to do it. Work still has to get done. You can't just make excuses because you're feeling a little tired. And I'm going to talk about this even later in the video when I am back at the apartment. But you can see on my face that I'm just not feeling it at all. I took the pre workout. I tried to get myself more hyped up, but I just couldn't stay focused on the workout no matter how much I tried. I mean, I got the workout done. I still got the leg pump. I still got the mobility in, but I just wish I was more in the zone. There are some days where I can and do bypass it. There'll be days where I'm coming in, I'm feeling like crap, just way too tired. And then all of a sudden, that second wind does kick in. And I start going hard. I go harder than I think I ever anticipate to go. But that just wasn't today at all. Today just felt like work as opposed to having a good time at the gym, which is what I like to do. I like having a good time at the gym. I like getting into the gym, getting a pump, making sure that I get all of the muscles I'm training that day feeling the burn, as people say it, but I just wasn't feeling it at all. I mean, I felt the pump, but the motivation wasn't there. And like that's kind of the difference here is that you can't just have motivation. You gotta have the discipline. Because if you don't have the discipline to do it, then on the days where you don't want to do it, you're just not going to. And that's ultimately what sucks about everything. I really just wanted to go home and rest the remainder of the day, but I got to get those leg workouts in. And like I said, I love training legs. Legs are one of the most important parts of the body to train because they're literally what hold the entire body up. And once they start going, then you'll lose your body. So making sure I always get that leg workout in is of high importance. And now, as you can see here, I'm doing more mobility stuff than just straight up, leg size workouts. Keep in mind, I do love doing bodybuilding leg workouts. That's why I do squats. That's why I do deadlifts. I didn't do deadlifts today. This is a Jefferson curl, not a deadlift. But outside of that, today just wasn't the best day to be trying to get the leg workout in, even though it still had to be done. But you can see here, I was actually starting to get into the zone of working out right here. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I hardly ever do jump squats, especially with weight. But I think I'm going to add this in more often. I'm home from the gym and I was going to make my protein shake, but a little someone here wanted some attention.
So as you can see, today's video is a much more simple video. I didn't even put on my actual pants yet. These are still my gym pants. Didn't do a lot of sweating today. Only did a little bit of cardio, nothing too hard. I have my protein shake right there. But today's video is relatively simple because today is a day of pretty heavy burnout. It's been a long week, my friends. It felt like the week started and just slowly went by. Now, obviously, the thing that makes it a doozy is when you're at work, time feels like it's at a standstill, but once you're actually finally out, time goes by like that. And that's wildly unfortunate. But it is what it is. And even though I wasn't feeling like going to the gym today, I was really feeling exhausted, I was really feeling tired, I still went in. I still went in and I put that work in because you don't get results if you don't put in the work. And today, honestly, I was just thinking, I just want to go home and I want to relax. I want to play some Scarlet Nexus, maybe some Precinct, maybe even a little bit more Clair Obscur, you know, finally get that 100%, get that Platinum trophy. But I knew that if I want to get good, solid results, and I even did a little bit of changing up with the workout with the jump squats weighted, that's when I actually started getting into the zone. But my legs at that point were actually starting to feel tired. So I was like, okay, I'm finally waking up and into the workout zone, not getting distracted by anything, just wanting to work out. But by that point, I was already beat. My legs were getting beat. My legs have been beat all week because my job is a lot of walking around, outside. So these legs, they get a leg day almost every day from how much I actually do have to walk every single day. Now, obviously, it's not the same thing as, you know, doing your squats and things like that, or doing your mobility drills, if you catch my drift. But like I said, I can't be worried about things like that. I have to focus on the goal. The goal is to always have an athletically good physique, and not just having an athletic physique, but also staying healthy, making sure my body is mobile, maybe making sure that it is always going to have strength. And here's the thing, you got to understand that you have to listen to your body. You have to know when your body is telling you, hey, right now we do not have that energy. You got to cool it. You have to take a break. You got to rest. And that's okay too. We all need to rest. That's why, think about this. God even took a rest, and he's literally the creator. He can literally do all things, but on the seventh day he rested. So if God needs a rest, what makes you think you won't need one? So you got to take that into consideration when you're feeling just straight up tired. Doesn't mean quit, mind you. It doesn't mean, oh, I don't feel like doing it today, I'm not going to do it. No, you still have to put in that work. You still got to put in that effort. If you don't, then it's just going to be like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then 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 it's 5 months later and you still haven't done it. And part of the reason why I want to do this video today is because, you know, I haven't recorded a leg day in a while. So I figured might as well record some legs and then have this end of day dialogue about always going in no matter what. I mean, not no matter what, obviously. There's caveats to everything. But even when we're feeling down and even when we're feeling a little too drained, if work is overwhelming us, we still got to get in there and put that work in. My camera right now is at about 25% energy, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. And that's honestly how I felt throughout most of the day. But there's no excuse for not getting the work done. Obviously, outside of injuries or family events, or you genuinely need to rest. Because I'm probably going to be taking a rest day either tomorrow or Sunday, or maybe both Saturday and Sunday, just so that way I know my body is hard resetting. Normally I use either Saturday or Sunday as my core or ab day, but with just how I'm feeling today and with how this week has been, I might actually just take the weekend to enjoy myself a little bit and just let the gym have a break from me for a little bit. Maybe. We're not 100% sure on that yet. And as you can see, there's not going to be a lot of editing in this video either, because there's not a lot of editing I can do with only a few minute long video. Unless a certain fast food chain wants to advertise here.
American Chicken Bunker. We produce only high quality chicken flavored foodstuffs.
But what fast food chain would ever want to advertise here?
The American Chicken Bunker.
Anyways, my friends, my roommate and I were going to watch The Fellowship of the Ring tonight. I'm excited about it because Lord of the Rings is a banger. I might watch the whole thing. I might not. I might just watch until Gandalf fights the Balrog, because I'm very tired and I have class in the morning. It's all a bit of a doozy. But anyways, my friends, I have to call it a night. I was going to do some fun editing, making my protein shake, but we'll save that for another day, don't worry. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.